Ah, Blockbuster, my favorite Minecraft mod. Without it, I'd still be using custom NPCs in Camera Studio. These days I feel like I only use 50% of this mod's capabilities, and now we've got even more features to use. There's a whole lot of stuff to cover in this update, so let's go down the list of new things added in Blockbuster 1.6.2. First up, in menus like the Model and Pose editor, you can now select limbs by simply clicking Ctrl-Click. This will make it easier to edit limbs without browsing through the menu. If you're like me, you'll sometimes have recordings you wished were looped smoothly. Worry not, because the next feature is the fade command. After recording your actor, type /record, fade, the actor ID, and the last frames you want to fade. This will allow you to connect the beginning of your recording to the end smoothly. The next feature involves cutting out parts of recordings. It's best used if you want to trim out something. Simply type /record, cut, the file name, and how much you want to cut from the beginning and the end. It's pretty self-explanatory. If you've overwritten a previous recording using the same actor ID and wanted it back, now you can. You can retrieve back recordings by typing /record, restore, the file name, and the iteration. This can save you a lot of time if you've accidentally recorded over an older recording. Model blocks are getting some upgrades too. There are 2 tabs you can check out. Global, which determines if the model block renders in cold chunks, and Enabled, which just enables it or disables it. Duh. There's some new stuff in the model editor too. The wing can now be used on the Z-axis for your custom models. Another thing added to the model editor is a new checkbox, Hold. This disables the hold item angle correct, so now you can hold items without the arm going upward by a few degrees. A trouble I always had with Blockbuster is I couldn't walk my pet monkey, but with the new update, you can now leash actors. It's a pretty small change, but I for one am glad I can take my monkey out without him running off. The biggest feature added to 1.6.2 is probably the new particle morph. Instead of working with command blocks, you can just set down a model block, select the particle morph, and choose which one you'd like. You can configure the position, offset, count, speed, and more by just a click of the mouse. Furthermore, instead of using normal particles, you can use morphs instead. I highly recommend experimenting with this, for there are many possibilities. Just be careful not to use too many morphs in a particle morph, or else you may crash your game. You can also use particle morphs in recordings to get that specific scene just right. In this case, you could use it for a Dementor. Probably my favorite thing in the update is the texture picker. Instead of using the search bar up top, just type in the skin's name within the folder, and Blockbuster will find it. If you have a lot of skins in a folder, this will help you tremendously. And finally, director and model blocks will show up using F3 in both vanilla and shaders. It'll help you find missing model blocks you can't find or are invisible. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed today's Blockbuster update. If you'd like to see the full change log with every change and bug fix, the link will be in the description. If you have any questions, leave a comment or join McHorse's Discord, which is also in the description. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and goodbye!